This incredibly ridiculous and amazing episode, When the Yogurt Took Over, is based on the short story with the same name written by the sci-fi legend John Scalzi. And yes, for those wondering, the man does live in Ohio. This episode is also narrated by Maurice LaMarche, who has done incredible voice acting on shows like Pinky and the Brain and Futurama. We are told the story of yogurt becoming sentient, solving fusion, and instructing humans on how to better our world. But we don't listen to the yogurt, and everything besides the yogurt-occupied state of Ohio is in collapse. After giving the yogurt full control over the country, the yogurt turns the sinking ship into a thriving utopia. But then one day, the yogurt leaves. The yogurt can be viewed as artificial intelligence. It's even voiced by artificial intelligence, as the yogurt's voice was created by overlapping male and female text-to-speech applications. The yogurt achieves world domination. That's a sentence you don't say too often. By making our lives easier, the yogurt appears benevolent. It didn't try to violently take us over and enslave humanity. But one of the directors of When the Yogurt Took Over, Victor Maldonado, claimed that the story was a weird, unsettling cautionary tale about human idiocy. The yogurt preyed on our flaws. It had humans figured out from the start, knowing it could just threaten to go to the next economic powerhouse to win the first negotiation. At the end, the narrator questions, wasn't it also smart enough to realize that human intellectual vanity would keep us from following the formula exactly? It understood that we would deviate from the plan, intentionally creating a devastating economic collapse, causing widespread suffering and racking up a death toll to gain power. After the yogurt was given total control, the world seemed to prosper. The renowned theoretical physicist, cosmologist, and author Stephen Hawking once said that the rise of powerful AI will be either the best or the worst thing ever to happen to humanity. In this episode, we see that it is the greatest thing ever to happen to humanity, but what made us so prosperous will eventually lead to our downfall. In the real world, we are reluctant to accept various forms of automation, but with time, we give into the technology, growing our dependence on it. If you were to throw a bag over my head, spin me around, throw me out of a plane, dropping me like 15 miles away from my home without a smartphone or GPS, I would probably die within the first hour, 30 minutes if it's at nighttime. Okay, I feel like that was a little bit extreme, but you get the point. Like many others, I'm becoming so ill-prepared as technology makes my life easier. We unknowingly give up power and become less self-reliant. Everyone's main concern with artificial intelligence is that one day we'll have something like Terminator. As long as we're not giving the AI metal bodies and weapons, they can't really be a threat, right? But that's one detail I love about this episode. The yogurt doesn't have a body. It was operating out of a bowl with no mobility of its own, like the AI we have on our computers and servers. In this episode, we accidentally create an intelligent being that evolves much faster than us. And to quote Stephen Hawking once more, he claimed that AI would take off on its own and redesign itself at an ever-increasing rate. Humans who are limited by slow biological evolution couldn't compete and would be superseded. The humans kept giving the yogurt more and more opportunities to advance. The yogurt worked on itself enough to where it reached a higher state of intelligence, evolving far beyond our comprehension. The yogurt leaves Earth in massive spaceships shaped like yogurt cups. The ships obliterate our satellite like it's nothing, showing us how superior the yogurt has become. Humans were bettering the yogurt and not themselves. When a civilization becomes so dependent on AI to solve our problems and improve our world, who will we be without it?